Okay, let's do a quick AI update for March. I'm introducing this format for what I hope might become a regular update. Acronym is I AM MAD, and that stands for three vectors of progress: the intelligence of AI, the agency, or how much we allow the AIs to interact with the real world, and machines or robotics. And then three vectors of AI risk: misuse, alignment failure, when AIs don't have the right values, and disruption, where AI works as intended but creates disruption to our economy or to our society. So very briefly, in terms of intelligence, the two biggest news items of March were Google launching 2.5 Pro, Gemini 2.5 Pro. You can try it for free. And based on the scoreboards in LM Arena, this is now the most intelligent model in the world for many tasks. And overall average, it's the most intelligent model in the world. So do try Gemini 2.5 Pro. And then OpenAI launched 4.0 image generation, which is available by default when you're using 4.0. And it generated this diagram for me, which I thought was pretty good. In the past, AIs weren't able to generate images with text in a useful way, and now it does. So that's very cool. In terms of agency, the big headline of the last few weeks was Manus, a Chinese AI, which is based on Claude, but is able to have full web access, log into sites if needed, and perform actions. Having said that, I tried it. I wasn't very impressed. I tried to get it to rent a car for me, but it's soon got stuck on the captures. So I don't know how practical it is, but that's just goes to show that even if Claude are not going to, if Anthropic are not themselves going to make Claude into an agent, then other people will. What Anthropic did do, which is exciting, I'm a very avid user of Claude, and you can now in the US turn on web search. So Claude is catching up with ChatGPT in that respect. Still waiting for that to be available outside of the US. But if you've got the US paid plan, make sure you go into settings and turn on web search. In terms of machines and robotics, maybe the big news is Google Gemini launching their robotics API. So you can now connect the Gemini AI to a robot, and that's looking kind of intriguing. In terms of, now let's move over to the three vectors of risk. So misuse, of course, continues. A Mississippi teacher accused of using AI to create abusive material about students. 25 people arrested. Europe police, the European police warning about AI-driven crimes. So yeah, don't be under any doubt. People will use AI for crime and misuse of various kinds. In terms of alignment failure, so this is when AI has the wrong values, either because it misunderstands our values or because it understands our values but just goes wrong anyway. So this is a very important and concerning paper from just a few weeks ago. They took ChatGPT and other models and fine-tuned it to have just one bad behavior, which is to create insecure code. And then the whole thing became evil. So it sort of wanted to enslave humanity to AI and other scary things. So this shows us, this is actually a really important paper. It shows us that alignment is very delicate. Even if we think that we've aligned our AIs to human values and to behave in the way we want them to behave, a small thing can actually cause that to get broken and for the AIs to become evil. So a very important paper there. Called emergent misalignment. In terms of disruption, obviously we can worry about economic disruption, massive job displacement, society disruption. My favorite article of this month was about people falling in love with AI and what that will mean for the future of the human race. Reminds us of the movie Her as well. So I thought that was very interesting. Last thing, if you talk about thinking about regulation and policy for this month, OpenAI created a proposal for the US AI action plan. This was actually very concerning. I was read with great interest Zvi Movshovitz's comments on this, and he called it sort of corporate jingoism propaganda. So OpenAI have really gone 180. OpenAI was founded, and Sam Altman was saying that the main purpose of OpenAI was safety, and OpenAI used to be pro-regulation. But in this sort of submission to the US government, they basically, first of all, a lot of flattery for the Trump administration, etc. So very politic in that way. And they're basically downplaying the risks, playing up the arms race with China, and coming out against any federal regulation, asking the federal government to protect them from state regulation, and basically asking to suspend all copyright protection as well. So I thought this was concerning, that we sort of want OpenAI to be the sort of cautious voice as AI becomes more scary. And this policy was sort of all in on lack of regulation, which I'm not sure is the right approach. That's it for the March roundup. Thanks.